Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
What you got?
What do you mean, what do I got?
Tell them.
About the story with the doctor's office?
Sure.
Okay. So, this sparked a whole conversation. So, earlier this week, I called to make an appointment thinking, oh, I should call our general practitioner. I haven't been there in a while. And make an appointment to get in for an annual exam, right? Just to blood work, whatever. You know, it's a good thing to do that once a year. See how you're doing. Well, I haven't been there in a while, right? And I called this week, which is September, to make an appointment. The next available is the end of January.
For just a checkup.
For just a checkup.
That's ridiculous.
I wasn't very happy. I'm like, what? I made the appointment for now, but I'm like, man, is that somebody I really want to continue to work with? If it was a specialist or someone who was, you know, I really wanted their expertise, then I would probably wait till January. But this is just a general checkup. So, you know, anybody can send for blood work and do that stuff. So it got us thinking about how that happens in our schedule too. That people are, we find, willing to wait for that specialty work. But if it's something that's more general, they're not necessarily going to wait.
So how would a contractor juggle that? You know, between a maintenance type, job, customer calls in, hey, can you come out and trim my shrubs? Versus, can you come out and build a fire pit and patio? Mm-hmm. What's your thought on that? How can they do that?
Well, you have to gear your crews that way, right? You have to set your availability so that your more skilled workers, your specialists, those can get booked up, right? And if you're straightforward with your customers on that, they're more understanding. But for your people who aren't necessarily specialists, maybe you have more of them, and maybe they're more readily available to get that work done.
You know, and having a healthy backlog of work versus having a non-healthy backlog of work is also important. So, you know, what determines healthy? Well, that's
debatable.
That's debatable. It is. But,
sure.
You know, if you're booked out 6, 8, 12 weeks, maybe that's considered healthy. But if you're booked out months and months and months and months, like the whole year, maybe that's not healthy. Maybe your prices aren't profitable enough for you, and maybe you're just taking on any job just to book your schedule full.
That's a really good point, because it's kind of eye-opening when you accidentally lose a client you weren't making money on anyway, because then your schedule frees up and you see, well, now I replaced that not profitable client with someone who I'm making good money on. And that just kind of proves it to yourself when that happens accidentally, I think. So we can be proactive about that and look at our schedule and say, okay, what clients have I committed myself to that if I could do it all over again, they're not the best choice.
There you go. So as a friend of mine, Caleb Hall, said the other day, you know, don't just book up your schedule just to have your schedule booked. If you're going to lose money at the lake. And his point was, buy a boat and lose it there.
Yeah, go do something fun to lose your money. Don't lose it working, right?
Absolutely. So there you go. Take that into consideration. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your week. Tune in to Turfs Up Radio. We're on there too. Take care. Bye-bye.